Campus Revolution.
Yes, it is another weekend, and it's another weekend. Maybe your end will be a new weekday for you, but to me, it is another weekend, and I'm here to give you Campus Revolution. My name is Nuruddin, and I've been so happy the whole of this week because you guys, the support and your comments, keeping coming is something worth to be, appreciated. So guys, I love you guys so much, and keep on subscribing to the YouTube channel and like and comment and also share to your friends as well. Today's pack is very, 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 very interesting. Very interesting, and I don't want you to miss, and I don't want you to watch this one all by yourself. So call your friends as we go on this commercial break. We'll be back.
BusyVendor.com is a retail and wholesale e-commerce platform created to give vendors and store owners the opportunity to sell items, services, virtual and downloadable products online by signing up as a vendor, creating a personalized store page, and adding products. BusyVendor.com has in place the most flexible payment methods acceptable worldwide, even mobile money. BusyVendor.com also serves as a directory for stores, vendors, and individuals who sell from home. To the buyer or customer, BusyVendor.com is simply an online shopping mall where you can get whatever item you will need. It is more than a marketplace.
So welcome back from that very quick commercial break. My name is still Nuruddin, and today on the show we are talking about the fact that do we really have the power to decide our own career? In our educational system, does it really support what we want to do? So let's move to our guests and let's find out how they are doing. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
So what's your name and what do you do?
Okay, I'm Fafali and I'm an actress.
You're an actress?
Yes.
Wow. Have you featured in any movie so far?
I'm yet to
Release the movie?
but I'm yet to do a second.
Wow. I can't wait to see you on the screens. And I have my big man here, my boss, my everything. So, hello, boss. How are you doing?
Hello, Nuruddin. I'm doing well.
Wow.
I'm doing great.
But Prince, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Prince Oyajo.
Mhm.
A level 300 student of Heritage Christian University College.
Yay.
SRC Vice President
Uh-huh.
of the university.
Yeah, chopping money. Those chopping the
Actually-
money of the school.
Actually,
Uh-huh.
actually, a small businessman who always do marketing.
I see.
Yeah.
So what are you studying in school in particular?
Actually, I'm studying information technology.
Information technology. Wow. I'll come to that. Fafali, so how has been the acting industry like for you?
Okay, for now I'm not really into it, so I haven't had any problem yet. I'm yet to face any problem.
But do you really want it to be a career?
Yeah,
Did you have this kind of mindset when you were growing up?
yeah. I actually had my first movie when I was 7 years old.
Wow. What role did you play? The crying baby.
I think I was. It's the title of the movie was The Forbidden Day.
Okay.
And you were forbidden to go to a certain places a certain day. So I went to the farm with my mom, and I died. Like my mom felt sick.
Oh, so literally I'm talking to a ghost here, Charlie. Please don't take me along. So Prince, back in the days when you were growing up, what was running through your head from primary? What was what you wanted to be? Is it the information system manager or whatever did you have in mind?
Yeah, with today's topic, and the reason why I'm here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a victim to it. And
Wow.
as in level 300, I'm now realizing what exactly I should do
Okay.
and what my interests are.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that, I've realized that what I was interested to do, I wasn't given that opportunity. And now that I can think for myself, I've realized that no, the path that I am taking or the steps that I'm taking
Yeah.
towards my professionalism or maybe my professional career,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I have to be passionate about.
So what did you really want to do when you were, in the earlier educational system?
No, back in the days, my mom used to sell basic stuffs like maybe tomatoes, gari, and
Uh-huh.
other stuffs. So I used to sell, and people got to know me due to my communication and
Yeah.
how I relate with them.
Yeah.
Some people, they credit it.
Yeah, because it's weird for a boy to be
Exactly.
selling, those things.
Yeah, so based on that, I developed that kind of relationship with the people.
Yeah.
Like customer relationship and other stuff.
Yeah.
So I was cool with it. So based on that, I realized that, then I have to push myself to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had the opportunity to go to secondary school
Uh-huh.
back in the days, which is SHS now,
Yeah.
I realized that I have to do general art.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finished with the general art, I realized that no, like the general art, it was okay for me to do. Then I begin to have interest because of friends communication.
Yeah.
I realized I have to do maybe politics, because that was where I realized that like
You can really hit the
Exactly.
nail on.
Yes. So I may say it wasn't part of me, but because of friends communication,
Okay.
I felt in love with such a profession.
I see. So the friends actually made you like politics.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, because of how I communicate with them, but through that they pushed me to go for the SRC
President and all those stuff.
vice president. By then in SHS I was SRC vice president.
Wow.
So based on the communication I do in class, because I was a class prefect, so they said no, the way looking at you can do this, you can do that, and that was what get into my ears. But forgetting the main
Reason you really wanted to
the main
do.
passion that I have for myself when I go back to the village.
I see.
So I realized that like what I was studying, I wasn't linking it with the experience I was having in the house.
Okay. I'll come back to that. Fafali, did you have this kind of experience too as well?
Yeah.
What did you wanted to do when you were in primary?
I wanted to be an actress.
Wow. So I think yours there, it was really laid down for you.
It wasn't.
How?
My parents didn't want that part for me. My dad wanted me to be an accountant by all means. So selecting my school, I remember we had issues, and he said I have to do business, and I'm like, no, I can't do business.
Is it that you couldn't do the maths, that was what was preventing you from doing the accounting?
No, I just don't have. I have interest in art. I remember I can draw. I can anything art. I'm okay. Like I have passion in it. When I'm doing it, I'm okay. And he's like, you have to be an accountant, and I don't really see myself in that kind of.
So did you really find time to sit him down and talk to him that this is what you really want to do, or you just went with the flow?
I went because he said I have to. So after school, I realized, I said, I'm not doing anything business.
After school, as in after SHS, or?
Yeah, after SHS. So that was how my journey ended, and I have to decide for myself what I want to do.
So are they still supporting you with your acting career?
Yeah. No, he's okay. He has seen that, like, I'm really standing for what I want.
I see. Prince, so should it always be the case that when you really want them to accept it, you have to go by their way, or you still have to push it your way?
This is debatable.
Yeah.
They are two different things. The fact that a child have the right to choose his or her own career doesn't guarantee him of what is out there.
Okay.
And parents do the same. Parents assume that I gave birth to you and I know you very well.
Yeah.
So based on that, I can choose a correct path for you. The expectation for them sending us to school is what makes them push the career profession for us, that this is what we think will be better for you.
Are they always right?
They are not always right.
But from an affluent perspective, if let's say my father is Dangote, and I know that he has a lot of connections, and right from the onset he tells me that, my son, I want you to be the one handling my business, but in me I know that I want to be, let's say, a doctor or a teacher, and that has no relation with what my father really wants me to do. So like, just go with the flow and forget about everything and just do what my father wants to do?
No way. One thing I want our parents to understand is that before you give birth to a child, the business you are doing to take care of that child is what you want. Maybe you want your child to become.
Yeah.
Good. So in that case, if you are nurturing your child, trying to put sense into your child. Your child doesn't know anything. It gets to a certain stage before your child begins to realize that, no, this is what I want to do. But if you are a businessman and you want your child to succeed your business, tomorrow if you are not there and your business will continue flowing, what you need to do is to put that impact. Get your child involved in that business. Let him or her understand what goes in, what comes out, and how exactly you manage to take care of your child.
I see.
That is what will make the child have interest in what you do. But if you just allow your child go and do any other course you want to do, at the end of the day, your business will collapse if you're not there.
So it boils down to the fact that the environment contributes to the profession of the child.
Yeah, environment contributes.
Because I grew up with my mother being a hairdresser. So whenever she is going to work, she takes me there. You know, I just go and sit down and count the money for her and put it in the, you know, the safe. But at a point in time, I see that, oh, she's struggling with a customer, has a lot of customers. Me helping her, would it cause me to, you know, develop an interest in doing hairdressing?
No. Sometimes it depends on what the parent want to teach you at that tender age.
Okay.
If your mom wants you to understand what exactly she's doing, trust me, she would have let you understand that when we do this is how we do it. When you see this is how we do it. She would teach you how exactly you go about it.
Okay.
But the fact that she wasn't teaching you how to go about it means that she doesn't want you to become a profession
So
in that sector.
if they want you to have what they have, they will teach you from the
They
onset.
will teach you right from the onset.
What about if that is not what you want after you've grown?
You don't want it, but before they give birth to you, you did not come out and say, this is what I want to do.
Exactly.
Everybody have a special potential of
Yeah.
doing something. But that is why we say love. We learn how to love something. So once what you are conversant with, what you are familiar with in the house, you develop love for it. And in terms of taking care, in terms of professional career stuff, we have to think about how the parent will help you grow with it. So as it is, as you are growing as a child coming, your parents want you to do this. Your parents have to always make sure that they make once you don't understand what exactly they are doing, forget it. You can't find interest in it.
So Fafali, now that you are having a cool time in the acting industry, so let's say if there is a problem popping up and your parents decide not to help you again and gives you the opportunity to do what they are doing now, would you go in?
I would go in, but as far as my interest is not in it, I don't think I'll bring out the best I should bring.
So you just give it a try and
I'll
waste
give
the
it
resource?
I'll try what I can do, but you know, when you are doing something, you have to put yourself in it, your interest. When you have your interest in something, it's far easier and you get the result, you get what you want. But when you don't have your interest in it, you are doing it because someone asked you to do it. At the end, you even do it and not benefit from it. Like, you don't see the reason why you
are doing it.
Yeah.
So as a young girl, if your parents are being stubborn to change your career for you or help you identify the real career that you want to do, what do you think should be the best way to do?
I think I'll go in for this, but I'll still be pushing my...
So if they say want you to be a doctor and the doctor course, let's say it takes like 6 years of your life, would you go through that 6-year hell, then finally come back to your
I think
acting?
I'll fight for my interest.
How would you fight for it?
Like, if you are my parent, you should understand me. You should know what I want.
But
at this age, I know what I want.
They always say the elderlies know the best for the younger ones.
Experience.
It's not always.
It's not always.
Yes.
So you decide to talk harshly to them,
No,
or
not harsh, but I'll sit them to understand what I want.
and if they don't understand,
If they don't understand, I'll find a way to convince them.
how? The way is really what I want to know, because somebody is watching us right now and really wants to go out to the parents and tell them that I don't want you to be, pushing me to do this very kind of, profession. Prince, what should the person do?
You see, I will not say the child should choose what he or she wants to do.
Okay.
I prefer parents helping their wards to choose a professional career.
Okay.
Because there is nobody on this planet Earth who wants you to be ahead of him or above him apart from your parents.
Yeah. Exactly.
So once your parents want you to be above them, they will never choose something wrong for you. They know they are always the best teachers that we have.
But most of the times, teachers also make mistakes.
They make mistakes when it comes to maybe something like career. You see, so in this case,
Yep.
let me give you some two scenarios.
Okay.
Maybe my mom is a tomato seller in the market, and based on that, I'm heading to maybe secondary school or SHS.
Okay.
And then she says, okay, based on what I do or what she's doing to take care of the family, she's doing it very well. She made me understand that this is what goes and this is what comes.
Yeah.
So, okay, I said, then she said, go and study something like business or marketing, so that it can help you to explain more about what I do,
Okay.
the branding, and how the business can become a family business that we can sustain and employ people to work with us. So you studying the marketing, you are exploring more to know how customer relation and everything goes. So when you come back from school, you will not put your burden on the government to employ you.
Okay.
Based on what your parents help you to do or to understand the relation when it comes to study. So when you are in school and you come home, what you are studying in school have a connection with what you do in the house. So you always be the best.
So what would be the connection of studying, medicine and being an actor? What would be the connection? Because in school, I studied medicine.
Good.
And in real life, I want to be an actor. So what would be the connection?
There is no connection. It means that when you achieve one, you will forget one, and then they like focus on your.
So that's total
profession.
Waste of resource.
That is waste of, because that is why today we have unemployed graduates in the system, because somebody will, and excuse me to say, like some of the institutions too are failing us.
Yeah.
Because I have the passion of doing marketing, maybe based on the experience I have in the house and how my parents have nurtured me to become, so that I can become integral part of the family, to establish the family business. I got admission to the school, and the school is asking me to offer something like IT.
Okay.
Then realizing that no, IT is not what I want. Instead of the school to tell me, oh, maybe what you want, we can't offer you. So they have to cancel you in order to get a different school.
Course for you.
But they rather give you a different course, which is not part of your
curriculum.
Your journey. This is part of your journey.
Exactly.
And this is total failure to the system.
Yeah.
So that person you are training to become that, the person becomes unemployed tomorrow because the passion in doing something is not there. So if your parents are selling tomatoes or whatever in the market and they comes back, after school, you don't have the job.
Now,
you come back.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Should your career be based on your skill or passion? Think about that.
Yeah.
Fafali, would you choose acting to be your talent or your career?
Both.
How?
Okay. It's my talent because I'm good at that. And I can develop that talent to be a career.
Okay.
Through focusing on what I have to do for it to become a career. So I can develop my talent to a career.
So let's take a footballer who studied an accounting, in school, and his parents have always wanted him to be the chartered accountant in the cruise, in the suit and all those stuff.
Yeah.
But right now he finds himself in the accounting, world.
Sector, yeah.
Is it that he's going to schedule his time and go and play football for like 1 hour and go back to the office and be an accountant? Prince, yeah?
Yeah, you see, we have footballers who are business administrators and other stuff. Because the business you are doing, the job you are doing itself have to do with marketing, and then a little bit of business, a little bit of accounting. Because before you sign a contract, you need to understand the terms and conditions in the contract. In the monetary aspect, you have to know everything about it. You can't go and then employ somebody to come and then like give you how you will go about
Yeah,
your
yeah.
monetary aspects.
Yeah.
So you have to have an idea about what exactly is going on with what you do or with your passion
Yeah.
or your career.
I see.
Yeah.
So it is getting hot in here, and I think a lot of sense have been made so far. But when we come back from this break, we'll know the difference between a career and a dream, a skill and a passion.
Yeah.
Does all these things contribute to the factor of what you really want to become? Stay tuned. Still invite a friend to join you while we come back from this very commercial break.
BusyVendor.com is a retail and wholesale e-commerce platform created to give vendors and store owners the opportunity to sell items, services, virtual and downloadable products online by signing up as a vendor, creating a personalized store page, and adding products. BusyVendor.com has in place the most flexible payment methods acceptable worldwide, even mobile money. BusyVendor.com also serves as a directory for stores, vendors, and individuals who sell from home. To the buyer or customer, BusyVendor.com is simply an online shopping mall where you can get whatever item you will need. It is more than a marketplace.
So welcome back from that quick commercial break. Before we went out for that break, we were talking about the fact that we have open choices for our own careers, but our parents, and environment have forces that are backing us up. Should it always be the case that we listen to them? And if we are doing, what about ourselves? So when we went for the break, I asked that we're going to strike the difference between career and desire, being a catalyst for choosing our career. Prince, which one will come first? Would it be the passion or the career itself?
The career is the job.
Yeah.
And passion is the skills that you develop from what you determine to do. So passion comes first before the job, which is the career.
Yeah.
So before you think about the job, you have to think about the passion.
Okay. So what about if the case that the job I want to do, it will bring me money, but the passion is not there? Should I still go for it?
No, there is no connection. So it means that you will not be professional in what you are doing.
Okay.
Once you don't have passion for it, you will not be professional.
So whatever I do, I must have passion for
You
it.
will do it for fun. You'll just be doing it for fun.
I see. That is interesting there. So, Fafali, in school you studied accounting. And now, I won't say you are throwing it away.
No, I'm not sure.
But you really are into acting now. How do you balance these two?
Well, balancing the two. I think for my parents to be okay and satisfied with me, I have to do the accounting for them. Not like for them, but I just need to do it.
To make them happy?
Yeah, to
Okay.
make them okay and to earn something from there. And my passion, I don't have to just let it go. Maybe I can actually balance the two, the acting and the accounting.
So you could be an accountant by day and an actress by night. That would be something worth a while to watch, having Fafali as an accountant. I'll go and see Fafali in the office in suits and all those stuff, doing some math calculation, and the next moment I see on television, I'm like, whoa. So if you're able to do that, would you be fulfilled?
Yeah, I will.
For
It's
sure.
just managing my time to do it. I have to just create space for both, and
Okay.
I have to do everything well so that I won't give maybe attention to one and leave one, and at the end I won't attain what I want. So I have to pay attention to the both. If I'm in school, I need to know that I have to learn and reach this goal.
Okay.
And when I'm on set, I know I'm acting for. Yeah.
I really want to watch your movies. So, Prince, if, let's say you are a parent and your child comes to you with the idea of being somebody, you know that in no time will just fade off, will not be putting money on table to cater for themselves, how would you advise this child?
Yeah. Before a child comes to you with such an idea, You, the parents, don't just have to maybe shut the child down and then tell the child that, please forget about this idea. No. You have to give the child a listening ear.
Okay.
After that, you have to give the child reasons and the outcome of what exactly he or she is choosing as a career.
Okay.
So when it comes to advising your child towards what exactly they have to, towards exactly what they want to do or maybe get, you have to sit down. You, the parent, have to have idea of it first.
Okay.
For all you know, the child just listen to a friend.
Okay.
With some of the advantages in what they want to do before coming to you as a parent. So you have to ask so many intelligent questions that the child will understand. And you, the parent sitting as a driver, will advise him that, no, listening to you, I realize that like you don't have passion for that.
Okay.
But you just want to do it because somebody asked you to do it or somebody gave you the idea.
Okay.
So when it comes to you telling your child not to do it or do it, it depends on the idea you have on what exactly or the career your child is choosing.
What about if he persists not to listen to you? What do you do?
No, that is why in parenting you don't have to become autocratic when it comes to parents, children or child's relation.
Okay.
When you want to educate your child in professional career choosing, it has to come with conversation. You have to censor your ideas, think together as a brother and a sister or a friend, so that your child will really understand what exactly you are doing and the reason why you are suggesting that he or she should choose this career.
Yeah.
If you don't have that coherence, you don't think together.
Yeah.
It brings a lot of problems. That is why you see some of the children going wayward. Tomorrow you see him, he leaves the house, 2-3 days, he's not coming. Because the parent, he feels that the house is not comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is happening. So based on that, you have to listen to your child, give him the reasons. Morning, afternoon, evening, listen to them very well and understand that what they are doing is perfect.
Okay. Now, I want you to look into this camera and advise that very one student or one pupil that is really, really finding it difficult to tell their parents what they really want to do. Like, give them something to motivate them to, finally reach out to their parents.
What the only advice I will give is that before a child can really come to you for an advice, it depends on the relation you have with your child. Teach your child how to love and how to communicate with you. Don't make your child look so scary that I can't approach my dad. When it comes to that, the child cannot tell you what exactly is bothering him or her. So all that I will say is, whenever it is, parents have to always, if the children are not coming, they have to always go to their children and ask, oh, so now keep on conversating, like keep on communicating with your children, asking them what exactly they want to do, what is their mentality, and what do they see with what exactly you, the parents, do.
Yeah.
So based on that, the child will be able to tell you what exactly they want to do. They realize that, oh, my mom is always thinking about me. And I have to think of what exactly I can do and my passion.
Exactly. Fafali, your last words to your colleague friends who are doing accounting and still acting. What would you? I want you to motivate them that having too much meat on your food doesn't spoil the fact that you can eat all.
Okay, so don't let go of your talent.
Yeah.
If you have passion for something, go for it. And if you have any other side thing you have to do, you must do it. Because now how we are seeing the world, you have to do a lot of things to get there. So if you have talent and you have a career, focus on them and you will click it one day.
So focus on them and you click it one day. Is from our beautiful Fafali. And being humble, being loving, being kind, be respectful to approach your parents is all what Prince 2 has been telling us so far. My little advice I have for you is that too much meat in the soup doesn't spoil the soup. So what you have to really, really do is that weigh each and every opportunity that comes your way. Make sure you evaluate them very well. Choose the one that will bring you happiness and bring you as well money on the table. You can't live a poor lifestyle. You don't have to do that. You just have to decide on that very one that will make you happy and prosperous. So see you same time next week on Campus Revolution. But before we go, we have these trivia questions for you to do. And if you want to be part of the show, this is from my heart to you. I want you to see you here one day, having that very sweet conversation that we have right here together. So this is what we want to do. Answer the trivia questions on your screen right now. Then email them to this very email that you see. And also send us your picture, your name, your location, your details. Then we'll have you right here on the show as a guest. Thank you so much for making time with me. My name is Nuruddin, and I enjoyed being your host for Campus Revolution. See you same time next week. It's a bye-bye.